Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Black Mesa on hard difficulty. I'm still in Xen, so this part is pretty much still blind. Well, that was certainly a blind move. Now, last episode I finished the infamous saga of the poisoned gas, and to say it was, a disappointment would be to say nothing. I'm still pretty pissed about it, to be honest. At this point I really got a little bit tired of Xen. Maybe it'll, manage to pique my interest again, but at this point I'm kind of annoyed with it, and I would just like to, finish it and go to bed. But there is still, presumably even in original Half-Life, there is still, I think, 1 or even 2 chapters before the end, and as evidenced by Black Mesa so far, they've expanded the chapters that were there significantly, so I'm not really sure how long it'll take for me to reach the end, but as I said, I grow a little bit tired of Xen and of this game in general at this point. Like, I'm a little bit annoyed at although, like, you have to separate, because to be honest, the game, didn't order me to carry that canister around. It was a bonus. It was a borderline Easter egg and achievement. I'm just annoyed at the fact that well, it seems that Nylanth is not happy with me killing the goner, but I'm just annoyed with the game, like, teasing me with this option and trying to present it as something that's secret and cool, and in the end it was really underwhelming. Okay, that's a cool visual though. I guess this is the factory where the Vortigons are enslaved, because this is what's going to happen in this chapter. Yeah, so, like, I'm not saying this game is bad. It's actually pretty good, but I'm just annoyed with it. Okay. That was kinda bad as well. I must say, visually though, it's pretty inspiring. Maybe not... Freak. As I already mentioned, maybe not straight up in the quality of the graphics, but just the design of it, the artistic vision of it is pretty cool. Can I even... Yeah, I doubt I can destroy them using ordinary means. After all, back in Black Mesa, I had to use a freaking rocket engine to do that, so presumably maybe I can draw their attention away. Freak.
Minor fracture detected. Minor lacerations detected. Warning. Vital signs critical. Seek medical attention.
Okay, I'm not going to reload just because it was pretty annoying to get through that as it is. Yeah, overall, even disregarding the whole accursed gas plot. Oh, Vortigaunt crying. Yeah. Because obviously, originally in Half-Life 1, Vortigaunts were known as alien slaves in the code, and it turned out at the end that they indeed, are enslaved by Nylanth, and in this chapter they didn't really attack you if you didn't attack them first, and I guess the game is going to play that up, which is cool, especially after all the things that you've learned about the Vortigaunts in Half-Life 2. Sort of you can retroactively use that knowledge to get more emotional mileage out of this depiction of their misfortune. Yeah, so as you can see, they just simply fled. They didn't attack. They are cowering before me. Okay, that's... Oh! It's both an upgrade for health and for the armor at the same time. So that's pretty great, actually. Can I bash down any of those doors? Seems like I should be able to enter this, right? It's like a Vortigaunt hovel. Wait. It just went backwards. I'm pretty retarded. Okay, this is some kind of pillar. Maybe I can use it to jump across there or something. It seems they are teleporting themselves somewhere. Yeah, I don't remember the specifics, but I feel like this is pretty expanded as well compared to the original Half-Life. Like, I don't think you saw how the Vortigaunts were living. You just saw the factory itself in which they were working, which I guess is sort of combined here. So they are working on something. yet it also feels like it's like their village. It's like a workers' slum, almost, you know. It's interesting. It's like pleading with you, and then it disabled the force field to let you pass. And I guess now they are arguing about what he did, you know, whether it was a good idea, because after all, up to this point, you were fighting them, but it's just because they were attacking you, and they were attacking you because they are slaves. They do have those shackles, which can be used to control them. But if left alone in this location, you know, if you do not provoke them, they are actually peaceful. So that was a pretty cool little scene. You know, it was telling almost like a miniature story, without really using any words, because obviously the Vortigons don't know the human language yet. I don't think I can open any of the doors here. Yeah, they're cooking headcrabs, which is actually something that carries over. Well, I guess it doesn't carry over because chronologically, in the real world chronology, this is actually later than Half-Life 2, of course. Much later. They're like pictograms that they've drawn. And this chapter is started off pretty cool. We'll see how frustrating it gets, but if at any point further down there's, you know, another promise of something really cool, if only I carry a specific item some distance, I'm not falling for that again. Oh, so the alien controllers are literally controlling the Vortigons in this one. That's really cool. And, you know, makes total sense. I'll try to kill the controllers first, so maybe it will allow me to spare the frick. Okay, that didn't really work, but I'll try to kill the controllers first without actually killing the Vortigons. Maybe it will allow me to, you know, spare them. Okay, I'm almost dead, but on the other hand, there was a bunch of healing items up there, so maybe it's possible to return? Like, I jumped down because at the moment I felt a little overwhelmed by it, but there seems to be only like one or two. Damn it. Wait. No, it was here. There seems to be only like one or was it? I'm not sure. Seems to be only like one or two. Yeah, right. One or two of those alien controllers left.
Power 30%.
Or maybe even none of them. And as you can see, wow, that's really cool how not only you saw the not only did you see the alien controllers, you know, well, really control the vortigons. You saw that, like the psionic tethers joining them together, but after you killed the controllers, the vortigons turn docile again, which actually I don't think that happened in Half-Life 1 because of engine limitations, so it's really cool to see it here, and I feel really glad about such a possibility existing. I don't think I killed any of the vortigons actually, unless I killed some by accident, but then I guess I could be excused, you know, I was trying to defend my life. Okay, maybe something is opened down here. Yep, I think this has... damn it. Some of them did die, but I'm not sure if it is me who killed them. This might actually be a scripted scene, to be honest, because this one is crying over his dead friend. Yeah, that was pretty great introduction into the chapter, I must say. Did they send me like packets of chips and soda? Does it say anything on that? Press on, Freeman, the science team, and the lambda symbol. That's pretty cool and kind of heartwarming, because, you know, not only are they doing their best to help through teleporting you actual ammunition and you know, health packs and whatever, but they also sent you like snacks, and they sent you this little note to keep your spirits up. That's pretty heartwarming, actually, and I do appreciate that gesture. Okay, let's continue onward here. Should probably choose a different weapon for the time being, because the glue gun is a little too powerful to be squandering it on random firefights, especially because it works pretty well on those alien controllers, so I think I'm going to save it for them in particular, or the alien grunts if I encounter them. I wonder if that's, like, is it industrial sewage from the Vortigaunt factory, or is it some kind of fluid that passes for water, or is it actual water, only dirty, you know, on Xen? supposed to... I think I'm supposed to shoot those, right? No, I guess not this time. Then, right. I guess this is probably a nylon's seat, because I'm getting closer to it. Oh great, there's a gargantuan. Wait, there's 2 of them. 3 of them. Frick, that's actually the wrong turn. Apparently. But I couldn't have known that. I don't remember if this section existed in the original. That's in the original as well. No, with 3 gargantuas. Well, 4 of them actually. With 4 gargantuas chasing you. 5 and 6. It seems to be a little bit overkill. 7. 8. And that does seem, well, that's 9. Again, that's almost farcical. 10. Well, I guess they are not all chasing me at this point. Still, because, you know, I've jumped across a few chasms, but still, those have been like 10 different ones. I think that's 11 actually. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do in there, because I don't think I can... Yeah. 12 and 13. Okay, I must be doing something wrong regarding those jumping plays, because I can't seem to position myself correctly. Okay, that was a weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a weird sequence. Kind of cool, I guess, quick and rather painless. But still weird. Like, there have literally been, I don't know, 13 or 14 gargantuas in this segment, all sort of sequentially chasing you. I don't remember if that was in the original. Almost looks like a face. It's spewing bile. But I guess only if you look at this part, because obviously there's more of those and it doesn't... If you look at the entirety of it, it doesn't look like a face anymore. I don't think I can do anything else here, and this one seems to be open. Now I wonder if that refers to the fact that Gordon is not the first human here. You know, you're not alone as in you do not come alone, or if that refers to the fact that the G-Man has been shadowing him the entire game, so he's not alone because he's literally being followed and sort of almost controlled, maybe not directly, but at least, you know, he's being overseen by the G-Man. I'm not sure what that is. Is that simply a lamp? Okay, so the green ones burn. That's good to know.
Power 40%. Power 50.
Actually, I'm going to shoot those two darts just in case I find, you know, a full clip somewhere and have to reload. Okay, let's save and I guess onward through this. It's kind of cool how the Vortigaunts either like do not care, at the worst point they do not care about impeding your progress because they themselves are the slaves of the Nylanth, and if you defeat him then it's a victory for them as well, but at best they actually actively help you, you know, by disconnecting the various machinery or generally providing a way to go. I like it because it builds some kind of a character for them. Even though they don't speak, you do have this idea that for one reason or another they you know, they are not really your enemy by choice. Okay, this seems to be some kind of an elevator. Well, not really, but I guess what I meant is it can be used as some kind of an elevator. Okay, I disconnected something. But I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. Like, I'm just running around. Okay, this one is green, so maybe... Oh. Ah, and now it goes higher. So I guess it'll help me navigate to the other parts. Okay, so again, disconnect this, connect to this, right? And again, I can go higher. I must say, I don't remember much from the original Half-Life rendition of Xen, which I guess is kind of the point, right? A lot of people remember. Okay, where do I connect that? Oh wait, that's where it was. I need to find the... Yeah, a lot of people remember, you know, the Black Mesa levels because they were memorable and interesting, but once you get to Xen, it got a little bit boring and bland. Like, I mostly remember the first level with the jumping across the floating islands, and it was like almost infinitely better in Black Mesa, but then the fight with the gunner, I think it was drawn out too much. You know, the whole running around and fleeing from it and then chasing it and then whatever. I think it was a little bit too much. And now this, I don't remember pretty much anything when it comes to actual details of this level, this chapter in Half-Life the original. So I can't really even compare that, because I literally, like, I remember that you visited a factory run by the Vortigons, which is, you know, pretty much, well, not run by, but where the Vortigons were forced to work, which is pretty much what's happening here, but I don't remember any specific layout, so I can't even really compare it. But so far I'm pretty pleased with this chapter. It's quite cool, and it's a lot calmer than the Gunner one. Where would I... Wait, this is connected. Ah, but there is still this. What about this though? Ah, green one. Okay. I overloaded something, which I'm not really sure to think about it, but well, I imagine that's what had to be done, because otherwise the game wouldn't even let me do it. It's usually the way it goes. Oh. Oh. Well. That's kind of embarrassing again. So that disabled the electrified rails on this, which in turn will allow me to get across through here. I guess this does not fit here. Okay, I have to find some other wire that goes here. And there's the generator. Ah, it's over there, but how do I... Not sure how that is supposed to help, to be honest. Ah, okay. I do see it now. Okay, that's disgusting. It's almost like this place is sawn out of living tissue, and these are like sutures or something. I think that's what it's supposed to, you know, come off as. Okay. And this will allow me to extend this here, which in turn okay, and there's another wire, and here that should be the third one. But this overcharges this. Now I need to locate the weird pipe. Okay. Again, I don't think I killed any vortigons with my own hands deliberately. If any died, then it has been an accident. I think I'm going in there, but first I need to locate this weird pipe and then shoot it to alleviate the... You know what? The electricity on this. Ah, okay. That was the wrong pipe. And this will allow me to go up compared to where I was. There's still this. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to straight up go in here.
Automatic medical system engaged.
Okay, that seems unlikely, considering the result. Although, then again, it is a little suspicious how there is very clearly some sort of a path through here, and I still need to de-electrify this one to get in there. All of the other ones have been sorted out, so I think I do have to... Yeah. I was correct in the way, you know, the path I was supposed to take, but not in a way I was supposed to go about it. Obviously I need to shoot one of those pipes again. Because I can't get to here from the ground. I would need to go from across there maybe. Actually, let me go in here just in case there's something around here. Okay, that's... Oh, I was expecting it to be acid. But apparently it isn't. And yet I'm back here and I'm not sure how did that avail me. Ah, okay. Okay, now this should heal me. Again, it's like sutured together from flesh plates. Or in this case, I guess it's flesh combined with metal. Oh, goodbye. Okay, that's alien controllers again. Unfortunately, I don't have the ammo for the glowing gun, but maybe it's just... maybe I'm not actually supposed to fight them. Maybe it's just like a, you know, a scripted sequence that portrays them patrolling or something. They are shooting at me, but that may be because they don't yet see me. I was about to comment how it was pretty rude. I mean, not rude, but pretty unfortunate and kind of annoying how they've just alerted the enemy with the flares and the teleporting sound, but I guess the controllers didn't care. If I were to guess, I would say they're probably waiting for some scripted moment to activate and start tormenting me. Oh, I guess it's like a biofactory, bioengineering plant where they manufacture or birth, whichever it is, or both probably, the alien grunts. That will be interesting to see. Again, the Vortigons are enslaved and working at it. Okay. This just goes back here. Oh, but it's actually a different side of the river. Maybe that's... They've been here. I'm walking in a circle now, so... I'm not sure what's the significance of what I just did. Ah! Maybe I can... Yeah, and it'll follow with the tide to over here. Okay, that's kind of cool how it worked there. Oh, and those are the hive hands, you know, the weapons that the alien grunts use. It's cool to see this almost industrial process of creation. I guess I'm supposed to jump onto that because that goes up. Did a alien controller appear? Ah, right, I understand. I'm supposed to go down, you know, on the other one, and then probably across to there. Okay, you know what? This episode has been long enough and actually pretty cool. I've calmed down a little since the whole poisoned gas debacle. So I'm going to end it here. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!